What is going on, people inside that internet machine? Welcome to the suck. Just kidding. Welcome to this episode of CM Retro Gaming. Got a pickup video. It's going to be very short. Hasn't been a lot of stuff out there, but I am going out tomorrow, so fingers crossed. All right, here we go, man. I'm very excited to go out tomorrow. I'm just not going out to thrift stores or game stores because it's almost garage sale season, so I'm saving up cash and trying to save some stuff for that. But anyway, finally got my hands on a Back to the Future time machine. They couldn't even call it the DeLorean, which I don't know why. They got it licensed. It says DMC right there, the DeLorean Motor Company. But anyway, this is one hell of a Speed Champion set, man. You get both minifigures. You get a Marty and a Doc in there. You can make it the DeLorean from the beginning of the movie or at the end when they fly. Roads, where we're going, we don't need roads. With the, what is this called? The Mr. Fusion, right? They give you the printed piece for that. Anyway, I like Lego Speed Champions, especially the movie cars. And when they come out, I try and get them. This thing came out on January 1st. It was like literally sold out in stores by the 4th. So I had to wait for a restock, and that was like a couple weeks ago. So I grabbed a couple of those. I was at the thrift store a couple weeks ago, and I saw this. I thought this was pretty cool. Short Circuit 1 and 2. I'm definitely going to watch this, but it looks like it has some value. So, you know, like 15 bucks or so. So I'll throw it up on the eBay after that. But, man, how long has it been since you've seen Short Circuit? It's probably been 30 years since I've seen that movie. Legit. I was at Goodwill, and these were only $1. I usually don't do books, but I just happened to scan the books, and I saw these, and I was like, wow, that's really cool. So these are like old Scholastic books. If you remember the Scholastic book fairs from the 80s and the 90s, your parents would give you like $10, and they'd have a book fair, and you would go and buy little books. This is for the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles movie, and I love how it has like action photos in it. But the photos are basically just like black and whites. Like that's the most unawesome photo in the whole movie. And that's the stuff they put in these books. But they're basically small chapter books that, you know, kids would read, hopefully. And, yeah, you could enjoy your Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. Let's see, how much was this one? This one was $2.95 back in the day. So, like, if you had any of these books, like, let me know. Hey, dudes, this is no cartoon. I love it, man. Just instant nostalgia pop. But there was a Karate Kid 2. Again, black and white photos because it's, you know, the Scholastic Book Fair and it's cheap. How much was this one? It's printed on the side. Hold on. $2.50 for Karate Kid Part 2, the book. Ghostbusters 2. Now, this is a pretty thick book for a child. This book was $3.95. And again, it's got like the pictures in the middle, you know, like they had the photos, stills from the movie, and it's just not good, you know. But very cool nostalgia. Here's the one I'm going to keep. This is Stan Lee Presents The Amazing Spider-Man first full-length novel, Mayhem in Manhattan. So, yeah, looking forward to add that one to the collection. The other 3 books I will throw in the box for the trade show at the end of the summer. And I think everybody's in agreement. They want to do it like the weekend of the 23rd, 24th. That is my birthday. Speaking of trade show, I did pick up some stuff. This is almost a month now. But yeah, let's check that out. Hello, YouTube friends. So I got some stuff left over from the last episode, just sort of some cleanup stuff, if you will. Things I need to sort of get on video and get put away. But, excuse me. First thing, got 2 Wiis in that last episode. In the second Wii that she said was broken was a copy of Legend of Zelda Twilight Princess Loose Disc. I'll be hunting for a case and manual for that, you know, my local stores or wherever. But, yeah, I sold both of those Wii consoles with controllers and a couple of the dud games, you know. So I've made my $100 back on that lot. So all of the games from that lot are going to be free. I picked this up at my local flea market on Main. Dragon Ball Z HD Budokai Collection. Now, when I got this, the case was all like broken. So I replaced the case, and man, it really cleaned up nice. There's really only one little crease right there on the spine. You guys got to see it right there. But that is it. This is a very nice copy of Dragon Ball Z HD Collection. It was, however, missing the manual, and this is where the problem started. So, $14 for the case and the disc, not bad. This guy had the manual listed for $10 on eBay with free media mail shipping. So I sell on eBay. I understand the struggles of selling on eBay with the fees and the shipping and everything and trying to save $1. But this guy's he went about it the wrong way. And there are a lot of sellers out there that do this that I wish they wouldn't. So this was $10. He actually sent me an offer for $9, which I took. So I got it for $9. But the ad said free media mail shipping. So the buyer is expecting tracking with media mail. And media mail is usually delivered, in that 5 to 8 day window, give or take. So he immediately marks it as shipped, untracked. And if you've bought on eBay before, you know exactly what happened. He dropped this in an envelope, put a piece of cardboard in there, put a couple stamps on it, and then put it in the mail. First of all, that's false advertising. You said free media mail shipping, which is crazy to do that and then put this in an envelope. I get it, though. You want to save $1 or $2. Here's the thing, though. Put it in an envelope, put the cardboard on it, go to the post office, pay like the $1.27, and get it shipped certified mail. Then you can put the tracking in. The issue with this is it took almost at the 15-day mark, I was like, hey, man, this hasn't arrived yet. And he's like, well, we had some snow in my area. Post office probably running slow. Just wait till the weekend. So I waited another 2 days until the weekend. Didn't show up. So I put in an item not received claim. And, he didn't respond back to me Saturday or Sunday. And then it finally came in the mail on Monday, which I was grateful to have. I'd rather have the manual than, the $9 back. But it's like, if you would have just put a tracking number on this by sending it certified mail, the problem would have been solved because you can see the tracking. Don't do that if you're a seller on eBay. I know you want to save a couple dollars. Don't just put it in an envelope and put in, untracked, because you are basically relying on the honesty of the buyer. I could have still said I didn't receive this and got my $9 back. You know what I mean? So, I have some really, really deep-rooted issues with stuff like that on eBay. It's not that he's trying to be scammy. It's just like you're not protecting yourself and the buyer, right? That's part of the seller's responsibility to make sure that the item is shipped in the way it's supposed to be shipped, to where it gets there safe, to where when the buyer opens it, they have a good buying experience. But anyway, we could talk about eBay and all the problems all day. But anyway, I got this for the trade show because I don't collect Dragon Ball Z, and I know you guys want complete games. So I'm about $23 all in on that. And I think it's about a $35 game or so. The other thing is you got to make sure that you get the right version that goes with the manual. When this first came out, the first print run actually has a English and a French manual. The later versions just put both the manuals together. So sometimes you'll see this with two manuals, and that's why. One is in English, one is in French. So anyway, go to my local pawn shop. I think it's a Lev's. But they had Secret of Evermore on Super Nintendo. Very nice condition copy of Secret of Evermore. Check the board, battery saves, all of that good stuff. I already have this game, but another game that's going to go in the trade bin. Now, they had 35 on this, but they've had it in their store for, I don't know, like a year. So I walked in there, I'm like, I can get this cheaper. So I was like, would you do 25 or 30 cash? And they were like, yeah. So for $30, we got a copy of Secret of Evermore, which is kind of sneaking up in price. It's about, $40, $45 right now. So I will have that in the trade bin in case anybody wants an awesome Super Nintendo RPG. So those are the three things I needed to get off my plate. I'm going to go put these away now. Let's take a look at what else we picked up, because I'm sure it's some good stuff. I also keep forgetting about this. My wife got me this GBA case for Christmas off of eBay. The guy 3D prints them. It's really, really awesome, and I really, really like it. But there was a dude that was selling these Game Boy Advance stickers from 2001. And apparently these are like these were like Toys R Us giveaway stickers or something, and he just has rolls and rolls of them. So they're like $5. So I added that as a little accentuation piece to my awesome 3D printed Game Boy Advance case. But you know, I'm not affiliated with the dude that makes this or the dude that sells these stickers, but I'll leave the links down below because I think some of you guys really, really enjoyed this case. And yeah, this one holds 36. He makes them where they hold like 15 and like a console on this side and then a row of games on that side. But I'll leave the links to their eBay pages. You guys can go check them out and show them some support if you want to. All right, so Tyler let me borrow his copy of Ghost of Tsushima. He's going to be waiting a while to get this back because I'm not going to get to this until probably July, August, September, somewhere. Well, when football season rolls around, probably never. He might get that back in 2045. I went to Maxine's Bargain Box. I needed a manual for New Super Mario Brothers, so Dave just gave me the manual, which was nice. This is one of those games that's in the trade show box, which is cool. And then, you know, I took my daughter to Easton. She wanted to go to Barnes & Nobles. We stopped at GameStop right across the street. I had my $5 reward, and they had a copy of Cotton Fantasy on the PS4, a shoot-'em-up that is also cute. I'm not going to say it. But Cotton Fantasy is really good. So for 15 bucks, you know, add it to your collection. Definitely. Especially on like Switch or PS4. Because I think there's some DLC. Like you can download Silk, which is another playable character. You're going to get through this game the first time you play. You get unlimited continues. There's like 6 or 7 different characters. So, you know, there's some replay value there. They all have different shot patterns. Bomb types. I went over to Video Game Galaxy, which is a really good store, but they're usually a touch over eBay. And I saw this game on the shelf. They've had it there for a while. It is Maximo Army of Zin, a nice complete copy. They had it for $35. Now, when I say they had this for a while, they probably had this in there for 8 or 9 months. And 8 or 9 months ago, this was like a $25, $30 game. So it was about $5 overpriced. Right now, it's about a $35 game, so it was right at market. But I know that they price games over eBay because they know they got you. Because it's cheaper to pay the $5 extra and have it now than pay the $10 shipping. And, you know, hopefully it comes as described. But I like the first Maximo game. I cannot wait to jump into this one. They made some quality of life improvements. For example, in the first game, you have to, you know, earn tokens and coins. And that's how you buy your saves. You can just save your game in this one without it costing you, you know, coins or tokens. This game was actually on my list of games to get. It was about a $30 game, but it's dropped in price. So get this game near on the Xbox 360. I love this franchise so much. I have it on the PS3, even though it's like the same game. I have Nier Replicant, Nier Automata. Nier Replicant's the only game that I've ever platinum trophied. I've got Drakengard 1 and 3. So I'm just missing Drakengard 2. That would be a good item for the trade show. But Nier is such an awesome game, man. I love this game. In the Replicant version, you play as a younger version of this character who is this young lady's brother. And then the Gestalt version, which is the North American version, we play as the older protagonist, which is the dad. So they changed it just slightly. But because they thought we wouldn't like a anime type. They thought we wanted Hulk Hogan here. Arnold Schwarzenegger with all those muscles. Basically what they did was they took my body and head swapped that on there. But anyway, let's tell you what. Let's take a look at what we have in the trade show box because I want to show you guys what I've been building up so far so you can kind of get an idea of what we got. And then we're going to go out tomorrow, and if we have anything, we'll add that to the end of the video. How about that? All right, so, you know, those books, I'll just throw those in. So if we work out a trade and you want, you know, Ghostbusters or something, I'll just throw in the book. But here's some manuals. We got Donkey Kong, Ogre Battle 64, GoldenEye, beat-up copy of F-Zero GX, the manual and the inserts for Punch-Out, Mortal Kombat Deception, Shenmue manual, Golden Sun for the Game Boy Advance with the map/poster, and then Sword of Hope on the Game Boy with the poster. So that's just some of the manuals and stuff. We've got, you guys can see the titles here. We got some good stuff in here. Raiden Director's Cut, Raiden 5 Director's Cut. Comes with a soundtrack that's actually still sealed. Some Xbox One games. That's Shadow of the Tomb Raider, which is a very good game. Yeah, with the inserts there. So yeah, got some Wii U stuff. You guys can take a look. There's that Dragon Ball game. Death Smiles, that comes with the soundtrack. Still got that Spider-Man. See if Scotty Spag still wants that. Metal Slug 4 and 5 on the Xbox. Got Fox Xanadu, Mario 2, Mario 3. There's Secret of Evermore. Zombies Ate My Neighbors. Killer Instinct. And Super Mario World. You know, plus I got some Xbox 360 commons like, you know, Sniper, Ghost or whatever. Probably some Call of Duties and stuff in there. But yeah, that's what we got so far. Just trying to build the best trade box I can so we can bring the thunder for the trade show. So we are back. You know, opening day, Reds lost to Boston 3-0. You always hate to lose on opening day, man. That's you don't want to start your season with a loss. MLB is going to have some problems with the way they stream games and how they block out games. And I don't know. I guess I would rather just pay like $8 a month for a exclusive MLB network and not have them enter into contracts with Hulu and Amazon Prime and whoever, because they end up just blocking out the games locally, which is horrible because there were people on Facebook hunting to try and find the Reds game and trying to figure out which station it's on. And like anymore, if you have a bar that's close, just go to the bar. They'll have all the games that you want to watch, have some chicken wings and a beer, relax, watch your game. Because trying to pay for 4 or 5 different streaming services so you can watch a season's worth of games is ridiculous. Anyway, we did go to Goodwill today. We went out a little bit. I didn't get too much, but let's check out some footage, some game hunting footage. It's been a while since I've thrown some of that together. I'll show you guys what I got, and then we will get out of here. You guys can go out, enjoy the rest of your night. How about that? So those are most games I've seen on the shelf at Goodwill for a long time, especially that Goodwill. It's the new one that they built over off of Dio and over by, you guys know where it's at. Over by, what's that? Roosters. It's over by Roosters. Coles, you know where that's at. Yeah, so the game's in the case. They also had 3 Wiis on the shelf. No cords, no cables. $40. Untested, as is. And then they had a Wii U, just the console and a power cable for $50. And I thought about it. I was like, but then I got to go hunt down power cables, AV cables, controllers, because I would love to keep that Wii U. I was looking for a Wii power cable so I could plug it in and see if there were any bonus games in any of those Wiis. You know, you never know. You might get a Fire Emblem or something. But I did. And the case. You know, they had like a PS2 in there. They had some DSs in there. You guys saw it. What else was in there? There was a Nintendo, whatever. So this is one of the most frustrating things about Goodwill, and one of the reasons why I think they should lose their 501c3 status. Why go to Goodwill so you can scan a QR code so it takes you to online to where the auction, the starting price, is basically the eBay retail price, but Goodwill doesn't offer the same things that eBay does, like a 30-day money-back guarantee and deliver it right to your front door, and you know what I mean? Like, that is always frustrating when Goodwill has the auction area. It's like, I would rather you just put a price on it and have like a collector's counter shelf situation back there. than auction this off online. I would rather you just say Donkey Kong Country, you want $20 for it, and you put it on the shelf back there. Okay. I would rather that than have to do go to the store, scan the QR code, go online, and bid when it's eBay price. But anyway, I did find this Greatest Sports Legends Pete Rose. Speaking of Cincinnati Reds, this was a little fortuitous today, but I can't wait to watch it. It doesn't look like it's a very long VHS tape. It's only that much. So it's, probably like a 20-minute sporting news article or something about Pete Rose. But yeah, I can't wait to give that a watch. We're going to jump all over the place. Went over to St. Vincent de Paul. Saw this in their CD area. Wii Sports, but no disc. So I walked up to the counter, and I've known this lady for, a couple years now. And we started talking. I was explaining to her what was going on. I said, this is a video game. I don't know why it was back in the CDs. I don't know if it came without the disc or somebody stole the disc, but I would give you $1 for it. So you could just charge me DVD price because I'll go to garage sales, and it's likely that I'm going to find a copy of Wii Sports. And she checked it, she's like, oh, I just got to make sure the disc is in there. Okay. And then she just gave it to me. She's like, here you go. So, free 99 copy of Wii Sports manual. Anyway, I never keep the disc in this thing. I always get a blank CD case, but that's me. So we're probably going to find a Wii Sports this year and, whatever. So, listen, guys, most of you are in the same situation that I'm in when it comes to this stuff. I have a nice collection. I'm very happy with my collection, very blessed with my collection, but I've got like parts and pieces where it's like, well, I need a manual for this and I need cover art for that, or I have the discs, or I don't have the disc, but I have the case and so I made a list of all the things that I need cases and manuals for, or I have the case and I need the disc. So I was at Buckeye Games and Flea Market and I was talking to Brian. I was telling him what I was doing. Well, he's like, oh, we got some stuff back here. So I went back there. And of course he has the case for Skate 3 on the 360. Unfortunately, it's a Platinum Hits version. And I have the disc, which is a non-Platinum Hits version. But really, when it's like a $10 game or less, I'm not really that concerned about it. I'm not keeping this. It's just going to go into the trade pile, if somebody wants it. And then he had... In my trade bin, you guys saw I had this copy of Super Mario Galaxy, but it was missing the manual, right? And this is a very minty copy, and I don't use that word very often, of Super Mario Galaxy for the Wii. So he had the Nintendo Selects version of Super Mario Galaxy. He's like, you can't have that case because, I'm sure I got the game somewhere. And I'm like, well, can I have the manual and the insert? And he's like, oh yeah, you can have that. You can have it for free with the Skate 3 case. I'm like, dude, I'll just give you $5. So I gave him $5. So now we have a nice complete copy of Mario Galaxy to throw into the trade bin, which is cool. So yeah, we'll see. I'm sure you guys are clamoring for Mario Wii games. All right, so the last thing I got here, you guys saw this in the video, save sort of the best for last year. Aqua Panic on the Wii. This one is factory sealed, not that you can see that, but I put it in one of those plastic protective cases. There's only 2 sealed copies of this on eBay right now. One person's asking like $76. Yeah, the other one's asking like 35 or 38 bucks or whatever it is. So not very common to find, I guess, and not very easy to find sealed. So I don't know, listen, I'll post this video. If this is, what's fun about the trade show is that like, everybody sort of collects different things. So there might be somebody out there that I'm collecting very hard to find sealed Wii games right now. And I have this and I got it for $5. You know what I mean? So I'll post a video. I'll let it ride for like a week or so. And if nobody says that they're interested in this, then I will go ahead and throw that on the eBay store. So how about that? How about that for a pickup video? We got some really good shit this time around. Let me know all the good shit I got in the comment section down below. Anyway, guys, what have you been picking up? Are you excited for garage sale season? I know I am. I'm chomping at the bit. I'm looking like every day. Refresh. Garage sales, refresh. To see what is going on. But anyway, guys, that is going to do it. Thank you so much for stopping by. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, share on social media. Don't forget to bang that notification bell so you can stay up to date on all of your CM retro gaming goodness. Guys, take care of yourselves, and we will see you on the next one.